Heads in now with a look at our bright but cooler afternoon.
Yeah, it's definitely a change of pace for us, Jess. We've had some days of sun and 60s. Today it's sun and only 40s. I mean, this is quite a bit off the mark. This is a day in March it would have been considered a nice day, but so far not so much. We've had some nice moonlight though. Watch the moon setting in the west. That's a day past full. That's the waning gibbous flower moon as we look outside with our Lewis Donato camera. A couple of fair weather clouds bubbling up and then kind of dissipating as we moved along in the morning hours, warming up with that surface heating, but not a lot of warmth out there overall, not a lot of instability for those clouds to hang around. The temperatures this morning not quite as chilly as we had thought because of the wind. The winds around us were around 10 to 15 miles per hour. A little bit of that extra mixing, keeping the readings from getting too much below the freezing mark in most spots. Mason City started at 31. We started the day here in Rochester at 32, Cresco 33, Winona 34, but expect things to be different tonight. Less wind, drier air coming in, a stable atmosphere, and even colder air. It's going to be definitely 4 or 5 degrees colder in most spots. We're talking 20s tonight, not far from record territory at that point, but many of us will be flirting with that, if not dealing with just a hard freeze and some frost. But right now, temperatures trying to edge their way upward with that sun. 43 right now as we look northward with our Lewis Donato camera. Dew point 16, bone dry air coming in out of Canada. Air pressure rising, feels like 36 when you factor in that wind chill. 43 Rochester, Austin 46, 48 in Mason City, and 43 in Decorah. Temperatures across the area 40s and even some 30s. That really dry, cold air coming out of Canada. So we're going to look at the dew point map, and again, that's a measure of how much moisture, or how little moisture in this case, is in the air. Dew point in Eau Claire right now, 5 degrees. That's something you would see in maybe Yuma, Arizona. Extremely dry air. Tinderbox dry, 10 in Wausau, 16 in Rochester, setting the stage for very, well, an enhancement to that, the fire threat. So wildfire concerns going on here over the next couple of days because of that. And we could use some rain. That would change things around, and certainly it's harder to come by when you have almost no water vapor in the atmosphere. 4 inches would be normal going back to April 1st. We're more than 2 inches below the average. In fact, less than half the normal amount, and we could really use some rain. There is some on the way tomorrow night into Sunday. A little bit of rain with that system, but high pressure right now bringing us a quiet, sun-filled day. Later tonight, clear skies, light winds. Again, that sets us up for a freeze warning. The entire region in that, as we'll see things get downright cold, and those sensitive plants will suffer if they're not taken care of. So be on the lookout for that. Sunshine throughout the afternoon, 48 the high. We'll drop back to the upper 20s later tonight. So the weather story, blustery and cool today. Hard freeze tonight. The weekend, a little warmer. A little bit of rain also later tomorrow into Sunday. So looking at the freeze situation, 20s to around 30 for those overnight temperatures. 48 the high today, upper 20s just after midnight until about mid-morning tomorrow, and then finally climbing out of that back to the mid-50s tomorrow. Here's future track. High pressure brings us a quiet, sun-filled day, a very dry day to say the least, with those raw winds. They subside this evening. In fact, very, very light winds with that radiational cooling. Temperatures dropping quickly after sunset to the 20s. Showers come in. We'll see those by mid-afternoon to late in the evening, and then off and on rain. There's a little snow to our north, an inch or two possible, well north of us, north of the Twin Cities and central Wisconsin, and then maybe a couple of snowflakes mixing with sprinkles for us first thing Sunday. Spotty showers beyond that with peaks of sunshine for Sunday afternoon. So a little sun late in the day for Mother's Day. There's that brunch. Jess really enjoys that picture. Some showers and then highs around 49 with a raw north wind, not quite as blustery as today, but definitely a cool one. And temperatures all the while, though, next week improving each day. We get this rough, cold stuff out of the way, and then we start seeing some May-like weather come back in about a week's time. And in fact, by next weekend, might even see some 70s. But 48 today in Rochester, 51 in Austin. A lot of sun, but not much warmth. The raw breeze out of the north makes it feel like the 30s. Winds gusting to 30 miles per hour. Tonight, 28 degrees, much lighter winds. Frost and freeze scenario. Showers late afternoon tomorrow into the evening, 56, southwest winds up to 20 miles per hour, so increasing cloud cover. 7-day forecast showers for especially the first half of Sunday on Mother's Day. And then next week, some hit-and-miss showers, but 60s by Wednesday and Thursday.
All right, not the best weekend for Mom.
Unfortunately, I would love to do more, but we do what we can.
We'll send some colorful flowers.